Have questions about your pets? Looking for your next forever friend? We've got you covered. This is Pet Connection with Energy 95.3. Now, here's Erik Fox.
And we got a full studio today here on Pet Connection. What's up? It's Erik Fox from Energy 95.3. Every other Wednesday, giving you a chance to meet your new forever friend and find out information on what's going on with Kern County Animal Services. And on the full screen today, we got Katie, we got Kelsey, and we got Nick, who's our normal resident joiner here on Pet Connection, and Mabel, who's going to get some screen time in a moment here. First of all, how are you guys doing this morning?
Fantastic.
We're doing well. Thank you for having us, Erik.
Got a lot to talk about, but of course we always love starting talking about our four-legged friend with all the two-legged friends around us, and that is Mabel. Let me put that on the full screen. Mabel, what can you tell us about her?
So she's amazing with other dogs. She's about 3 to 4 years old. We believe she's potty trained, walks really well on a leash, and is super, super, super sweet.
Yeah, and it's a real big benefit that she gets along so well with other dogs.
Yes.
Because that means that somebody's got a dog at home, or maybe multiple dogs at home. She'd be a good fit for that household.
She loves puppies too.
Yeah.
Adores puppies.
That's the thing we were talking about. We've talked about numerous times. One of the good things about getting a pet from a shelter like Kern County Animal Services is that you guys get to work with the pets. And Katie, you've been working with her quite a bit. What have you seen kind of in the play groups? You mentioned she's good with puppies. Like, what kind of environment are you picturing for her?
I would say something with like children. Maybe a family would be definitely good for her, an outgoing family that goes on a lot of walks. I mean, she tolerates a lot from the puppies, just jumping on her, taking her toys, and she doesn't get mad. You know, she doesn't jump up on you unless you call her, and super playful and gentle. So I think a family would definitely benefit her.
It seems like she's a good match for either, like doing some Netflix binging or, like you said, you need to go for a walk. It looks like Mabel's definitely your companion, right?
I definitely think she'd be a big old couch potato too.
Yeah, she's got a real good energy level in that she's not incredibly high energy where she's going to burn you out, but she's young enough that she's gonna need to be active, but she's not gonna drive you crazy with constant energy. She's a pretty good, chill, relaxed dog, and like I said, she's gonna get along with her other dogs too. So she may be maybe a good fit for just about any household.
Now, we were mentioning she's about 1 year old, so there's still some puppy energy possibly in there, right?
It's in there. It's in there. I think once she gets going, she's gonna all of a sudden mirror what a puppy energy might look like. But otherwise, like I said, the reason why we highlighted her is because she's been at the shelter for about 3 weeks, and she is such a sweet dog, and she gets along with other dogs, and she's just one of those dogs that I know Katie has a special place in her heart for bully breeds. She's a bully breed, and it's the most common dog that comes through the shelter. It's also the most commonly adopted dog in the shelter, but it's also the most commonly euthanized dog in our shelter. So we always have a special place in our heart for bully breeds. She's such a sweet dog. Her adoption fees are just $20 this month, and come out and check her out.
I've seen that on her face. If you remember, like the old Little Rascals things that my grandparents had me watch all the time. She has a little patch on her eye, which is so cute, and she just has a lot of love to give to you. We got the information on the screen. A118-7743, a 1-year-old female. This is Mabel, who's our guest today. And we also have, of course, our two-legged guest on the screen today. And Kelsey is one of those. And Kelsey, you are a big part of the fostering program. Can we talk about fostering with Kern County Animal Services?
Yes. So, of course, we're always needing fosters. The main breed/size that we are really needing foster for are medium to large breeds, especially like the pit bulls, the shepherds, the huskies, those ones in particular. Really, we have gotten lately a lot of ones that have been stepping up. Our volunteers are doing an amazing job finding a lot of fosters out in the community to help us and take the big ones, even if it is just for a couple weeks, or if it is like a long-term thing. But these fosters are also amazing at, what's that word? Like showing them out,
Mhm.
trying to get them adopted,
Networking.
posting them. I mean, I don't know, foster is a huge help with us because that's where a lot of our dogs go, and how we are able to know and get to know the dogs for how they really are in a home environment instead of a shelter environment.
Yeah, it's invaluable because, like you said, we can't learn so much about the dogs because we have so many other things that we have to do. But once they get into a foster home, they can tell us
Yeah.
about the behavior, which is more indicative of their true behavior in a
Yeah.
home, and that's
Oh, yeah.
valuable. That stuff.
So if someone is interested in fostering, kind of what is the process? What do people need to do?
So they can always, on our website, we do have the foster application they can always fill out. I mean, they can always come into, and we have a little QR code they can scan and fill out. They can always come to the shelter and look and see what we have available that is available for fostering. They can always call my desk line if they're interested in a dog for possible foster. Do I give that out?
Sure.
Okay. So the desk line for the foster is 661-868 7130. You can always call that. Again, you can always show up.
You can email.
You can email the
Dog foster.
dogfoster@kerncounty.com as well if you have any that you're interested in or just want to foster, whether that be bottle babies, whether that be 2 young puppies, large breed dogs, dogs that are sick. That's a big one that we need help with as well. It's a sick one.
Super easy ways to go to our website. Go to click on the link that says How to Help, and then there's a link for foster. Click on that foster link under How to Help, and you'll get an application you can fill out. Kelsey will receive it, and then when we have something that we need foster for, we'll be giving you a call.
And you're also able to provide some information for their forever home. So, maybe you can only give a short-term commitment. You can also make their future really good because their forever home is going to have a lot of information that you guys provide as a foster, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's true. And just while we're talking about foster and while we're talking about Mabel, we were talking before we came on that there was a dog that we had in our care. He'd been here for 60 days, but really he's been in the shelter in some way, shape, or form for a number of
3
years.
months?
8 years?
3 months old.
Since he was 3 months
Yeah.
old, and he was
And he's
8 years old?
6.
He's 6 years old.
Wow.
But he got adopted, and his name was Han. And the reason why I bring that up is because, we could not care for an animal for 60 days unless we had a partnership between the community, our volunteers and the foster families and the community at large, and our staff. Kelsey and Katie are just 2 examples of the numerous staff that we have that advocates for these animals. Han is an example of that. We had people that were advocating for Han and that he was considered for euthanasia a number of times, but we had staff and volunteers that were pleading for him. And, not every dog, we don't save every dog. We make our best effort, but without people like Katie, people like Kelsey, and just the whole host of staff that we have in our shelter, we could not care for these animals for long enough to find them home. So I just want to recognize the good work that both of these ladies do.
Major kudos to both of you guys. Absolutely. And the entire staff over there. Once again, Mabel is our guest today on Pet Connection here, along with our 2-legged friends, Kelsey, Katie, and Nick. Her information, not the 2-legged people, but the 4-legged character. Her number is A118-7743. I'm not going to give out Kelsey and Katie's number or Nick's number. Don't worry. But, 1-year-old female has joined us today, and I love that little patch around the eye. That is so gorgeous. Once again, a chance to really always the goal is to get them a forever home, but fostering is also so important, like we talked about. I also want to talk about something else going on this month. We already mentioned Mabel's a $20 adoption, but it's not just Mabel, right?
Yeah, all of our pets, dogs and cats, are just $20 to adopt them all month. That $20 fee is the total cost for adoption. That includes the spay-neuter surgery. That includes all the vaccines. If you're a county resident, that includes a license for your dog for a year. Yes, you need a license for your dog. And a microchip also. So it's a good deal. You're saving a life. We want to recommend that people adopt responsibly. Please adopt a dog that you can commit to for the life of the dog. But if you made that decision and you're ready to adopt, it's just $20 all month long. And there's so many animals in our shelter that need love right now. So if you're in the market to welcome a new family member, especially a four-legged furry one, Kern County Animal Services is the place to come.
Love that. Mabel, once again, is our guest today. A118-7743. Always appreciate everything you guys do. Once again, we got Katie on the left, Kelsey in the middle, and Nick on the right. The amazing staff at Kern County Animal Services. And Mabel, we're going to get you home, so we're going to get you out of there. No offense to you guys, but Mabel needs to be somewhere else. So we're going to get her out of there. And thank you once again for joining us, and we'll connect with you guys next time, all right?
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you.
This has been another edition of your Energy 95.3 Pet Connection with Kern County Animal Services. And, of course, your friends here, your pet lovers at Energy 95.3. We'll catch you next time.